Well, I just wanted to get into, well, the site itself. Well, it's not a site, it's a channel. Cold opening. Oh, goodness. Pardon, jump cut. Yeah, my battery ran out of juice, so I had to change batteries. Anyway, as I was saying, the flickering channel is I will see you all later. Well, everybody, it is build time, and I'm really blazing some new trails here. I don't often do stuff like this. I have built a couple of PC towers in the past, but this is sort of new territory for me, so bear with me on each and every little step here. What we need to do, what we need to accomplish, is getting this into here. Let's see what we can do with this. Now, this thing actually does stuff. It has its own functions and things like that. So we're going to get right to it. It's hard to keep this back in frame. There we go. Let's see if it is actually possible to jimmy off this bottom here. I'm looking at everything upside down. My LCD screen is upside down. Goodness, that is not very... There we go. Yeah, everything I'm doing right here is essentially the product of a shot in the dark idea. We're going to have to remove that completely. This is probably going to take a little while. After about 40 minutes of dremeling and X-Acto knifing, I have arrived at this hole here, which I'll be cleaning up. I may have to remove these parts here. And now back to the X-Acto knifing. This build is going to turn into one of my least favorite edits. Anyhow, okay, insofar as this bottom plate here, I'm going to have to be removing some of that. Now I finish everything off with the X-Acto knife. Okay, at this point I have the bottom cut out of this, which will allow me to access the LAN port as well as the HDMI. Access the headphone jack. I'm going to have to drill a hole right through there. Okay, I've got holes cut in the top to access the USB port right here, as well as the headphone jack there. I'm going to have to modify this little piece that actually holds the doors in place. Okay, so I have this little plate here, but I need to be cutting some notches on either side of this hole. X-Acto knife time. Let me get a better look. There we go. See, it's keyed. Oops. Yeah, these doors are keyed as well. Yeah, not a lot has been easy. This particular modification. See my very untanned legs there. So after about 4 hours, we've gotten stage 1 of our modification slash build. Okay, so here we are. This was kind of fun. This is very challenging, and oh, some kitties getting in on the act. So this is it. Today, I'd like to share that I have gotten a copy of this. So I will do my best here. It's not a one-size-fits-all strategy for everybody. Either way, you'll have a excellent weekend, and God bless you all. Well, higher energy. No, need more energy. Um, uh, part of this whole YouTube channel is the spontaneity and just kind of, you know, whatever feels awesome. Meow. Well, hey there. I am giving my kitty cat a head rub there. Well, for many years, you know, a cheerful, uh, a yeah, the whys, the heavy emphasis on the why, and so I decided to come back and do something a little simpler. This is hardtack. This is a try that one again. And go. Some form or some version of hardtack has been used by. Yeah, there's a reason I didn't go back to this for a long time. uh, Now we're going to start this off and give a bit of a stir. I like to, after I form my hardtack, the term is losing me here. What would you say? Brain freeze. Let me get a better shot of that. Just a second. Let me get there we go. Do your best to kind of get the sticky mass off your finger. Just wanted to show this off here. I've been using this for years. I actually got this at an art supply store. It's a Liquitex palette knife. It's not. It wasn't intended for the cooking purposes per se, but I kind of repurposed it for that. Anyhow, 15 minutes have elapsed, so we're going to be letting these guys sit around for another 25 minutes so they can cool down just a bit. Do that better. And we are ready to go. I'm probably going to enjoy one or two of these with a little bit of butter. One thing to bring up is, and we are ready to go. To go. No, we're going to do a little better than that. Today we're going to be cooking up a lovely little it's a pork loin. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Ix Spices. Shoes. Kitty. Some people, whenever they go to get the spice, this gives it a very, very nice sort of a smoky sort of a flavor to it. Rub it in there. Oh, my cat. Oh, my cat. She smells the goodness. And yeah, I know exactly how she feels. I know exactly what's going on in her mind. She would not be wrong. I look over my shoulder and I see a pair of cats that are drooling. Very simple 4-spice initial dry rub, so we're going to go with that. I see a lot of flashing. I see a tremendous amount of flashing, but I don't see any lightning bolts. Cloud cover must be just incredibly thick to be able to conceal the amount of lightning it takes to produce this cacophony of flashing. It's almost like a diffused light effect. Now, every now and again, I think I see a lightning bolt, but really, honestly, I can't see anything. I mean, I'm pointing the camera straight up, trying to capture a lightning bolt, but really, I can't. Because everything seems to be just right above. It's like the sun at noontime. This dish was probably one of my favorites growing up. It has a proper name. It's called American goulash, as opposed to, I suppose, the European goulash, which inspired the creation of this dish. I don't know exactly how much it differs from regular goulash, and there's quite a few variations on this one. This is my variation. It differs somewhat from the kind that my mom used to make, but still pretty good. Now, I would imagine that she never called it goulash because she figured my sister and I would have trouble pronouncing it, but however it's pronounced, it's a very tasty dish. Next, we're going to break down a yellow bell pepper. Now, there's a few ways you can cut this. Normally, what I would do is I would go in and cut out this middle part and then cut it into strips while I splay it out like this. However, I've seen another way of doing it, which is to come around this way and cut it like thus. I really wish my knife was a little sharper. I still have not found an affordable, like, super sharpener. I'm going to have to do a jump cut here because this is going to take a while. And approximately 5 to 10 minutes later, we have ourselves some very, very coarse cut garlic. Maybe 6:15 here in the morning, and I don't know why I woke up. I just did. So I guess it's just for me to
capture this here. I mean, it literally was not doing anything about 15 minutes ago. Now it's just pouring down. Anyhow,